Yurt. Welcome on in, everybody. Oh, what do I have to do tonight? What do I have to do? What is that, Mega Tyranitar? I could mess up a Mega Tyranitar, couldn't I? I feel like I can mess up a Tyranitar. Hold on. Yeah. I can mess up a Tyranitar. Let's go bring this ape out and go mess up that Tyranitar. What's up, Fly? What's the... Is it zone 11? Probably. Let's see. Let's see if that works. Oh yeah, it's right across. Perfect. Let's go run around and see what we got. Oh, there's this in here. I've already got enough points. I don't want to waste many more berries. I gotta do the Rayquaza mission, damn it. What up, Fly? We're chilling. Long day. Weird series of days also. For what it's worth, but we're here. There we are. All right, let's go take on this Tyranitar because I need... if I use a 4-star on the 5-star... I know it goes down quicker. But I've got Annihilate. I should be okay. Let's try it and hope. Let's try it and hope, right? And get those bangers. There we go. I'm about to bulk up and brick break all over the place. Because I need berries. Get a little brick break action off. Oh, there we go. Get that attack boost going. Yeah. Give me all that. Yeah, this will be over quick. Keep all that going. Nah, go punch his big ass. Get back here. What are you doing? Oh, I'm out of energy. Come on, punch him. There we go. There we go. Yeah, get that bulk up. Yeah. While he's doing that. While he's doing a bunch of that extra stuff. Hit him. Go freeze him. Oh, he's sending out 2 of them things now. Oh, I'm just going to walk right into that. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Punch him in the mouth. Uh-oh. 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 I got to get to the ends of the earth here. My God. My goodness. Yeah, all is well. Just a crazy time, really. I had a bug yesterday that was no good. I was like just not doing it. It's tough. 24-hour bug though, we're good. Oh, okay, for alligator. For alligator, you got water moves? No. Oh, God. The sand stream is not doing me any favors. Let's hit the breaking swipe. Let's try that. Alright. Won't stay open that much longer. Alright. I should have probably ran close combat or something. There we go. No, 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 no. There we go. Come on. There we go. Rage Fist has to be doing numbers now, right? Almost. One more brick break. There we go. Woo! Yeah, you and me both, man. I'm glad I'm okay too. It was not going good. We got people who are staying in with us for Christmas, and I was like, well, they can still come up. I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna be dead in the other room if anybody needs me. So thankfully, everything went well. An assortment of goodies. Pog. Hyper. Yeah. I should watch one of those videos on how to actually farm the berries, but I think ape is really the key thing here is like Screech, Bulk Up, like Drain Punch, Rage Fist. If I go to the shady guy in like row 17 here, he supposedly will give me TMs. This guy? No. No. Where's the... Ah, here we go. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. All right. What other stuff do you have? Yeah, what else do you have? Oh, feathers? Ooh, okay. Meteor Beam, Fisher, Sheer Cold, oh my god. The Oko moves. Okay. Ooh, they got a lot of good moves there. Okay, bet. All right, let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle and go try to grab some more Mega Pokemon, and we can farm those for berries. I think that's got to be the best way to go about it, right? Unless it's like resetting the wormholes themselves, or the wormholes, the hyperspace zones for like the premier berry farming area. We'll see. Man in a shady alley wants to give me some TMs. I'm just glad I found it. Everybody kept saying, oh, he's in 17. I'm like, okay, let's go check it out. Let's go see what's going on. I just want to, oh, there is a side mission. Ooh, a side mission and a new mega. Well, don't mind if I do. I don't believe I have all of those yet. So let's go get that Mega Stone. I thought I had most of them. I don't know which ones I don't have, but we'll find out slowly but surely. Alpha Flu baby. Oh, was it on that roof? The roof? No, it's right in front of me. Okay. We're good. Unidentified Mega Stone. Use a 3-star. I'll also try to burn through some of these 1-stars. I don't know if it will be... Yo! Oh! Oh, yo! That's heat. That's heat. That's heat. Not gonna lie. Not gonna hold you. That's heat. Wow. I didn't even know what I was gonna say. I have literally no idea what I was gonna say. I'm just gonna use the Annihilate strategy now. We're gonna bulk up. We're gonna take this. The Screech. Okay, that did something. Oh my god, yeah, that's... We're cooking. We're cooking. Alright, I just 3-shot Mega Golurk. Crazy. Crazy. Has one of the best shinies. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check it out. I do not know. I wish on those megas, though, it would give me like a... Obviously, I get the Mega Stone. I would like the berry. But, 'tis what it is. Tis what it is. And then what's my mega over here? Victory Bell. Okay, let's go do the Victory Bell. Should be able to farm that one too with Charizard. Charizard or yeah, I think Charizard. Charizard quad resists the ghost moves and whatnot. Yeah, I don't want to use my sparkly ones. Let's do that. Any targets tonight? Nope. Just trying to farm out a few of these zones right now so I can get some berries. I do still have the Rayquaza mission to do. I have all the points for that. I just have not made the donut yet. But we'll see what happens. I'm just trying to hit a bunch of these right now to get like the big berries. And word on the street is that Annihilate does really well at farming the megas, so I'm just trying to clean through these right now. Farm up as much mega energy as I can. Oh, I didn't realize Heat Wave wasn't a plus move. Let's try that. There we go. Give me a little bit more. Oh, nope. Oh, there we go. There we go. Give me all of that. Give me all of that. Trying to Mega Evolve. Yeah, not the post game yet. Not there yet. Been playing it kind of slow so far. With the weekend off and then I took Monday off, I was not feeling well. I was down with a little bit of a stomach bug. Let's grab all of that. Oh no, Razzle! Okay. Let's go out into Frostlass then. We got plus blizzards and stuff like that will be good. Almost there. Almost there. Hey, what's up, Ron? Ugh. There we go. Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. I gotta full restore you before I lose another mega. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Big damage, big damage, big damage. There we go. Damn it. I am losing everybody. All right, let's just go on to 8th. Screech. Bulk up. Screech. Plus Rage Fist. Bulk up. Screech. Plus Rage Fist. Bulk up. Screech. Plus Rage Fist. Oh, that last one did it. Wow, that was a chunk of HP too. Let's go. I might be on the Annihilate wave, chat. Have I seen the Annihilate? Oh, yeah, with Trick or Treat, and then the Rage Fist is just super effective across the board. Yeah, that's a fire strat. I think that's where I saw people doing this one originally, but I just kind of figured that Annihilate was just good for in-game farming with all the Rage Fist boosts you can stack. Oh, we got a lot out of that one. There you go. No, hey, I appreciate you explaining that one to me, Ron. I was mistaken. I thought other things happened, but I appreciate you letting me know about that. A shiny flying. I do have a shiny flying donut. Ooh, what is that? Feeble and Nickit. Oh, I do need them for the decks. So I could do that. What donuts do I have? Let me find a zone real quick that I can just go to. Oh no, it really is. I'm glad I'm dabbling in this new space. Community's been so welcoming. Brain isn't satisfied with a normal shiny nowadays. That's tough. What donuts do I have? Sparkling electric and sparkling flying. Okay. So do I have an electric? I don't have an electric. I could do the flying here. I could do the flying one here. I do need another Starly. I need a few others for the decks. Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate those. I do not hate that idea. Where is it? Am I tweaking? Might be actively tweaking. Hold on. Oh, it is in the zone. Okay, all right. I thought it was. Hey, I'm glad you liked it, Ron. I had a blast recording that one. We did the same one last year. As my first one that I ever did was a that concept, so I wanted to run it back. 50 minutes. Sparkling Power Flying 1, Alpha Power Level 2. All right, we should get something good off this, I feel like. And if we don't, frankly, I think the game hates me. All right, yeah, catch an alpha Pokemon, catch wild Pokemon. Let's see what we got. Let me sneak up. Oh, not my Master Ball. I'm out. Oh my god, I do not have any Pokeballs. I do not have any Pokeballs. What is happening? I should have. Wow. I should have. Oof. Alright, someone remind me to stock up after this. Wowzers. Looks like the video's doing pretty well. Yeah, all things considered, it's doing great. Resetting the immune zone for level 2 sparkling. Still nothing. How's Christmas Eve? It's good. It's the day before Link's birthday, so we got went out to go get his haircut. Aunt Hannah flew in today. What else we got going on? I got the house picked up a little bit because I was like absolutely dying yesterday. Stomach bugs are gross. But yeah, all in, good day. Played Marvel Rivals for the first time in like a year. All right, we're gonna get an Alpha Summon on it. I can feel it. We're going to get a shiny alpha. I can feel it in my bones. Oh, there's a big one. Even if it's no fancy berries that I need, I can still use that for experience candies, which I can hawk for money. You know what I'm saying? Sounds rough competing with Christmas? Nah. He's not competing with Christmas because he's got Christmas the day after. So he gets 2 great days in a row. Yeah, I think I'm just going to run this loop, honestly. Vinny also had a stomach bug. The exact... Oh, well, that is weird. Interesting. Any shiny Pokemon up here? Just my Raichu. Don't mind me. I haven't played Rival since Gambit dropped. I did not understand Gambit. I'm gonna be honest. I tried playing one game. Was like, silly me to try to pick up a brand new character right now. It's interesting that Rogue and Deadpool are both gonna be tanks. I haven't really played with Rogue, and I haven't looked at any things for Deadpool if they've announced anything, but... Can I clip that? Oh, no, I cannot. Darn. I was trying to. Alright, grab that one. Are you gonna... What are we doing here, bud? There we go. I just want to grab as many of these as I can. Farm all those lovely, lovely items. And get my Gimme Ghoul coins, because eventually I imagine I'm going to have to get like 1,000 million of them, right? Heard Rogue isn't that great? Yeah. See. How far does this take me? Can I reset for Shalfa Fletchling? Probably not. I don't think there's any good real, like, teleport spawners here. But we'll see. I think it's just going to be just running around and hoping. Is going to be my best way to do it. Or with the Starly over here. I've got Starly, Swablu. I've got technically 3 spawns, so maybe the flying resets are just the best way to go about it. Maybe it's just flying. I think that's all it is. All right, we've got the shiny level 1 and the alpha level 2 on. So chances are if we get a shiny, pretty good it should be a Shalfa. Chances are it should be fine. But yeah, they've got so many like events going on right now in Rivals, and I feel like I've missed out on a bunch of good ones too. So I'm just kind of like taking it slow. You know, they've got placement matches, or at least they do since I haven't played like hardcore in consecutive seasons. So I've just been kind of piecing those together. Little bit by little bit. Ah, shit. Oh my god. Get me out of here. Get me out of here, please. There's no way you still see me. There's 0 chance you still see me. Yeah, who? 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 All right. Nothing over there. No, tan one's over there. Nothing over there either. It's okay. I have to imagine being right here. I would hear the shiny noise if one did spawn in, right? Like this close, I'd have to hear it. We'll find out. We'll make that discovery together. See if I can get anything like that. A Shalfa Staraptor would be crazy, because then I could see what shiny Alpha Staraptor looks like. And that would be incredible. Because I hope it still has the same like color scheme as regular Staraptor, right? That's kind of the genuine hope. Is that it's still got like that blue strip, you know? I like it a lot. Okay. CBAD is an elite human being that is not up for... Hey, listen. I'm always up for a good debate, but if you're putting it out there, then I guess it ain't up for debate. I'll take it. Those are kind words. Thank you. Oh. I figure we'll do some of this today. If I'm feeling froggy for it tomorrow, maybe I'll do the Rayquaza mission, and then we'll, like, be done with it. Christmas Day, I legitimately don't know what I want to do for stream. I was thinking of like, I don't even know about like shiny hunting. I was thinking about like low key, like hang out together, watch some like enemy fights or something. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. Nope. Nothing there. Nothing over there. I do got to be punctual on my times though, because I still have to wrap birthday presents tonight and then Christmas presents tomorrow night. If I'm smart, I do all the presents, you know, tonight. Or at least try to dip my toes into both of them. But we'll see how smart I am. Live then we fight? Well, not like a live one. I'm not that good. But like watching them, you know, like a watch party or something. I'm trying to think of something chill. Because I hate to say localized shiny hunting like this is a little tedious to me. I prefer like doing the zones, truthfully, like running through all the zones. But obviously here you get the multipliers on like the alphas, the alpha size, or the alpha donuts, the alpha power. That's what I'm looking for. The sparkling power, things like that. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we go back to our roots. Maybe I figure out if there is more of a concrete way of getting donuts that I want. Maybe I do that off stream a little bit. So that way, like, if I get like a level 3 fire, and a level shiny and a level 3 alpha, I can get we can find like a Charmander zone. Just catch a Charizard in the wild, something like that. Yeah, it is more efficient. I mean, I'll get tired of this eventually. We'll go back to like, you know, like these are good for very, again, isolated hunts. Like, I want Shalfa Swablu, great. I can toss on an alpha power, a flying power, and I can just do this over and over again. But after a while, you know, I like the diversity in the other zones, you know. Because I also know if I switch back to like the pre-DLC shiny hunting methods, I'm gonna get people that come in who are like, hey, why you played the DLC, bro? You ever shiny hunt with donuts, bro? Like first stream they ever entered, and then when I tried to explain to them, yo, bro, I was just asking a question, bro. Why you mad, bro? Why you mad? And that's how that'll go. So it's finding some diversity. Which creators enemy fights would I be keen to watch? I don't know. I think any of Shady or Vinny's are always good. Yeah, I like everybody's. I mean, I really can't say like I don't like watching one person over another. I always enjoy the creativity and the personality everybody brings to the table, you know? I guess I'd have to go off the idea, truly. And see, like, who has the best idea in my sub box at the end of the day. Let's just do this for a bit. Let's see if I can get that shiny noise to spawn right here. I'm just curious. I'll do 10 of these. That's 2. Yeah, because you'll hear all the cries as they spawn in. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. Trying to like keep an ear out for all 3 zones to spawn. There's 6. There's 7. There's 8. There's 9. There's 10. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Do we hear anything? Nope. Okay. Nothing over there. All right, let's try that again. Why not reset a bunch and then check? That's what I'm doing right now. Is I was curious if I'm gonna hear that, if I'm close enough to hear the shiny noise on spawn, or if I need to actually go walk over and investigate. So that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, no, Shady and Pat are great. Shady and Pat are great. I genuinely think the Then We Fight collaborations that go well are the people that have been friends the longest, right? I mean, like Shady and Pat have been friends for, fuck, what, 15 years? Nah, it doesn't seem right. 10 plus years at least. I believe they were friends when I started, and I've been doing this for 11 years, so. So they just have like a natural chemistry, you know? Hey, what's up, Kayla? How you doing? So, Eric, the big thing that I was doing was that I was doing these resets. I'm trying to hear if, because I'm close enough to all of these spawns, if I can hear the shiny noise when I land in. Or if I do need to check them every time. That's the thing. Oh, well, thank you, Ron. I appreciate it. I think there's a... I think there's a certain class... I think there's a certain class of humor and maturity that we can both bring to the table, and I think that pays out well. See, you know what's funny, Ron? I've probably been friends with Vinny since, like... 2018. Totally honest. We just like now have the right, like when he was doing like more collaborative projects and whatnot, you know, I was not doing what he was doing, you know, the soul links, the verses and whatnot. I was in a different phase of my content, so it just didn't line up. I believe you'll hear the sound, but it'll be quiet. All right, thanks, RX. I'm doing well, Kayla. I'm a little tired. I am post-stomach bug today, which is good. But I feel a little bit more drained than I normally would on a normal day. So I'm going to be punctual on my stream times tonight. Probably stream till about like 9:30, 10 o'clock or so. It's about like 50 minutes to an hour 20 from now. I'll wrap things up, but I did want to go live today. I don't like taking too many days off stream. Especially because I still got to wrap. It's my son's birthday tomorrow, so I do need to wrap some Christmas presents. Oh yeah, no, Ryan's on my list to get one of those done with. I would be very, very down. Ryan's another guy. I've known Ryan since God, right? I don't even think like. I mean, Ryan's up there too, like 5+ years, 6, 7+ years. I mean, you know, Frank. I've known him. Frank used to do intros for me. He did a few intros for me for like series projects and stuff. I've known those guys for a long time. It's nice to see everybody maturing in their content and seeing, like, you know, Frank. Oh, okay. So let the record show. I will not hear the shiny sound. I will not hear the shiny sound if I spawn in. So see, there's a shiny Swablu there. I'm going to reset. Listen. I hear no shiny sound. There will be no shiny sound. So theory tested now. Theory proven, at least on the right side. Now, hold on. Was that one close enough to trigger it? Ah. So that one is like under the bleachers then now. Yeah, maybe? I still feel like it's far away. Maybe there's one above me? No. Okay, so it was there. It was there. Yep, it's all about the distance. It's about the distance from the spawn point. That's what I wanted to test to see if I do need to check this every time. So watch. If it's under the bleachers, it's not under the bleachers this time. So we'll go check it out. It's going to be like in the road. Yep, see? Or on the sidewalk, rather, off to the pavement there. So that was what I wanted to check there. Was where it is in relation to the distance of my spawn. Will it drop that sound? But the good news is we got a shiny tonight, and I'm happy about that. I do need a shiny Altaria for my living decks. Hey, what's up, Tink? I think any shinies that spawn up here on the roof will have to, like, I'll have to hear it. I think that'd have to be the case, right? Yeah, and if there's any underneath the bleachers, it is shiny. Or it is not shiny, rather. I would have heard it on the spawn. What I really want to check now is the ones behind me. I want to get a shiny up there to see. And I guess we don't even need to check the right because we know the one on the right, once it spawns underneath the bleachers, it'll make the ding. So it's not even one that we need to check all the time now that we know where the distance parameter is. And we're down a spawn too, right? So, like, it's going to be a minute for that to come back. Yeah, no, Frank's good people. I saw them. I got to see all them. So I went down to the Atlanta regional for VGC last, was that April of this year? March of this year? And they all obviously, like, you know, live down there. So it was really good to be able to just see all them. Rich was down there. His fiance Taylor was there. Vandy, Linz were down there. There were so many people down there I got to see. Was April? Yeah. How do all the PokeTubers know each other? I mean, it's a community space. So, like, you know, we make YouTube videos. We follow each other. We, you know, interact, talk, you know, try to become friends, or at the very least acquaintances in some fashion, and then get along well with people. You know, you develop the friendship from there, but pretty much just kind of like networking and word of mouth, you know, make good content that, you know, attracts other people to the channel. You know, sometimes I find people that, like, I enjoy their content. This is a different story. This is a different situation, right? There is and I won't use names. I would be very vague in my concepts because I don't want anybody to think that I'm putting this person on blast. Because it's a funny story. But there was a project on YouTube that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the concept. It was a very long-term project that they would do over a series of videos. At the time, it was probably like 10 to 12 videos. They were doing this over. Really enjoyed the concept. Really, really enjoyed the concept. I found myself watching a lot of it. So I was like, you know what? Let me go follow them on Twitter. And I went to go follow them on Twitter. And I shit you not, I was already blocked. And I was so caught off guard I was so caught off guard. I like tweeted about it. I like posted. I was like, I wanted to go like follow this creator and like, you know, give that. Yeah, not to toot my own horn. I have a sizable following, so I wanted to give my compliments to the chef. Like, I know how to make a good video, so I think like from one cook to another, your food tasted good, right? And I was blocked. And I was like, oh, is this like? And I had no idea. I never interacted with them. I searched all my Twitter interactions. I had never, this wasn't somebody who I argued with in my younger days. Like, I just was like, oh. So I posted a screenshot and was like, if anybody's friends with this person, like, you know, just let them know I'm a fan of the series. Like, sorry if I pissed you off, because sometimes I'm out of pocket. Some people don't agree with, like, my political views sometimes. Like, some people think I could tweet annoyingly. Like, I don't care what it is. It's my platform. I'll do with it what I want, but I apologize. And what they ended up doing, because I used the paid Twitter, oh! All right, hold on. So there's a Starly up there. I did not hear it until I climbed the bench. Hold on. Wait, listen. All right, Starly. Starly I won't see until I climb the ladder. I did not. Not until I climb the ladder. I'll do it again. Nope. Nothing there. Maybe if I like... Yeah, it's got to be once... Okay. So we know. So now we know. All right. We got another one. Hey, what's up, Caleb? But yeah, so they ended up... So anyways, now that I'm not sidetracked by the shiny Starly anymore. Now that I'm not sidetracked by the shiny Starly anymore, I pay for the like premium version of the Twitter app because it boosts my reach. You know, it'll like recommend it to more people who use the For You feature on Twitter. So like, it is worth it at the end of the day for me to do that. But there is also an extension when it first came out that you can install that will automatically block any known users of the premium feature. Like if you're paying Elon Musk to, you know, whatever, it'll block you. And I was a victim of that. So I had a check mark early on, and it and that's what ended up happening. So that's what I was like. That's just ultimately what happened there. But you know, just networking, find somebody whose content you like. You know, hey, really like that video. You know, keep it up. And it's just, you know, authentically building relationships, not, you know, hey man, follow for follow. You want to collab? Like, no, it's about doing, you know, thinking of the day. Love the Pokemon community. Not found a rude person yet. I heard a streamer cuts out viewers when they play with him. That's why I don't like. No offense, y'all are some lovely people. I'll tell you if you're not. I don't do viewer matches. I don't do viewer games. Like, very rarely you may catch me in the Very rarely you may catch me in the like the mood to do like, I don't know, like subscriber or member games depending on which platform I'm on. But that like once a year, twice a year maybe, to like as like a celebration thing. End of the year, I'll tell you what, end of the year, actually it's coming up. One of the few times of the year I do anything that's sort of like a viewer game. On December 31st, when I do my annual New Year's stream, we do marbles with marbles on stream, I think it is. That's like one of the very few times. Very few times. He was doing them. He fights on his own. I see he started playing Unite with Vinny after a bit. No, Vinny's good people. What am I shiny hunting for? Really anything. I've gotten my 2 targets over here. So I guess I could go check on some fletchling after a while. But I just have a level 1 sparkling donut on right now in a flying zone, so it was just going for what it was. Caleb, would you want the shiny Starly I just caught, by the way? He loves shiny hunting, but he's great at doing them. He fights when you get a chance. So I don't want to assume. I don't want to assume, right, when I say this. So please take all this with a grain of salt. I know Vandy prefers to do the Vandy prefers like the unmodded content. Which I get. I mean, it is you know, that's just without going too much into it. I mean, that's his preference for it. He prefers to do those games like that, and I absolutely respect that. I think it's a great way to go about your content model. So like then we fight, and he may just not want to pursue randomizers and stuff like this, but you know, again, that's just kind of speculating. So when he does get the opportunity to do them, you know, I'd love to. I don't know what his schedule looks like. I've done a few like challenge videos for him, like where he's had like, I had people challenge me to get this and this, and I've done I think like 2 or so of those. We've done I was able to convince him to join a draft league at one point. So he's been doing some draft league stuff on the side. I'd love to get him on the Then We Fights. I just don't know what his schedule looks like. But he's on my list. Ryan's on my list. The other thing too, and this is just kind of peeking behind the curtains, is that usually, you know, you see the group work together as much as we do, right? Like I say the group, like I genuinely don't feel like I'm in the group. I feel like I just kind of make the content, but you know, the folks that do it, it's like we'll make a video for your channel, then we'll make a video for my channel. So with somebody like Vandy as an example, I'll use him as an example. Like he does not do the Then We Fight videos, so it'd have to be like, can I make an exchange of your time to do content on your end? Would you prefer I like, you know, pay you for your time? What's vibes, right? So that's kind of that's another thing to figure out too. Remember watching the draft league, went to see Vandy's perspective? You know, and he did, and he just wanted some extra content for the members at the end of the day. And I respect that. I do. I've thought about doing member-only content. My problem with member-only content is that I get really excited about doing it. And then, so say I'll have like right now, I'll grab right from the dashboard as an example here. I'll tell you how many we got right now. The video is banging right now. There are 41 members on YouTube right now. 41 members on YouTube right now. I would do, so say I was like, all right, guys, like, I'm going to start doing, you know, everybody is talking about like, oh, you should play this game. You should play that game. You should play this game. You should play that game. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to upload this, you know, this playthrough as a members only Let's Play. And then that video gets like 4 views. Like, to me, it just feels rough to me. Like, I'm going through and putting that effort out, and like people don't watch it. People don't take the time to do it. So like, to 10% of the people, they're like, hooray, great value. But to me, I'm like, I'm putting in this much extra effort for like, you know, for this product that not too many people are watching. So, but I absolutely respect the members only content. And if I felt like it would be a good bargain or value or an incentive or however you want to look at it, I totally do that too. And I'm still fiddling with the idea. I'm still fiddling with it. I've got, you know, my Steam library ever grows. I do miss the idea of a Nuzlocke every now and then. I miss a challenge. Keeping the old competitive juices flowing at the end of the day. But all in, you know, it's still a good time. I have fun, and I think people enjoy the content as frequently as I can get it out. Well, Caleb, the members only stuff I would keep in-house. I genuinely enjoy working with you. I could not put together a 50-part Let's Play for 4 people to watch. I could not. I could not. Like, Maybe some cool hypercut at some point down the line when I'm older and give up on Pokemon, but no way can I do like a 50-part Let's Play and be like, all right, it's time. Let's do it. Here's premise, never seen a scale moment in my life. There you go. Good vibes. Thank you, Haas. Only a fraction of a fraction of a fraction. Yep, exactly. So it becomes, and that was like, I did that on Patreon. I had my own website where I did that for a while. And it was just, you know, it's an avenue for monetization, for support for a creator, definitely. But like, it didn't feel good to me to like, you know, all right, time to step away from anything else I want to do and, you know, record a game, right? And then 2 people watch it out of, you know, 50 or whatever we had. Like, okay, well, that was a good use of my time. Like, it didn't feel good from that angle. Because there are people, I'll prove this right now. Once upon a time in a land long ago, I had a Patreon. I mean, technically, if you go to patreon.com/CBAD, it still is there, for what it's worth. But once upon a time in a land long ago, I had a Patreon that I used. And I stopped using this. When's the last time March 8th of 2023 was the last time I ever posted here. October 7th, 2022 is the last time I ever posted a video to that. And somehow I have $40 in my Patreon able to withdraw because I get people that have not canceled their Patreon in like 2 years. Who are my paid ones right now? Who do I have that's paid right now? I have 2 people. One is at a $6 a month on my Patreon. Another one is at a $250 a month on Patreon. I legitimately have not uploaded to that platform in ages. And somehow I still make $8 a month. Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. But that just goes to show you, like, I don't, you know, the members only content is like, you know, I get it. There's ups and there's downs behind it, right? Do I have a favorite Pokemon game? Anything Gen 2, Caleb. Anything Gen 2. Soon when you hit 100K, I don't even think I'd have time to do it. I don't even think I'd have time to do it at 100K. Truthfully. Man, you saw variety streaming doesn't work in your community. I saw example Dylan using a member series. Yeah, so yeah, so Green Llama, that's kind of where this conversation went into it, is like there are people that you know, I could do it. So then it's an investment on time versus like I could use that as an outlet, right? I could say, well, no, my members only content, I'm going to do a playthrough of Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. That's a very old game, maybe older than some of you in chat right now. And again, I'm going to upload that, I'm going to play through it, but if I'm putting out the effort to make a video on it, when I could be working on Then We Fights, working on stream production, emailing sponsors, hanging out with my family, my son. If I'm doing that and then the video itself gets like 2 views, you know, why not to discredit the 2 people who maybe viewed that video or the 1 person who viewed it twice, but why did I then bother? You know, does that and I don't want to sound rude, but like that's how the math equation sets itself up in my mind, right? Like, I have a very finite amount of time as a part-time creator that I don't want to take away from things that are more important to me. Oh, shelf is blue. Oh, yes, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted right here. Oh. Bricked. Bricked to high heavens. Bricked to high heavens. Come on back here, buddy. Oh, please. There's no shot. Oh, yes. Breakdown before Christmas is crazy, I'm saying. Oh, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted right there. All right, the line is complete. And I've got the Shelf of Megalitaria now. Oh, man. Oh, that felt good. All right. I do need a few more Starly. Oh, now we released it safely to the wild. Yep, it is off to be in God's country now. Fare thee well, little bird. I wonder if there's a good... I already have enough of those. I don't even know why I'm checking for any of those. Quite honestly. Full-time internship with you having a whole family day job streaming Sicily, and then we fights on top. You know, and I appreciate you understanding that. Like, and that's the whole conversation is like, what if, you know, we talk about the variety content. Why don't we do, you know, why don't you try this? Like, why don't you do this instead? And like, oh, like, no, fantastic idea. Like, I get that. But then behind the scenes, if I was a full-time creator and I could say, you know what, Mondays, I don't record with anybody else. I just focus like 8 hours a day of creating members-only content. Cool. If that was a big drive, like when you go to the channel, you see, whoa, he has a playthrough that's for members only. That's my jam. And like, that's what encouraged people to become a member. Cool. I genuinely don't know what encouraged people to become a member right now on my channel. I think it may be just to support me. I don't know if anybody looks at the perks and they're like, this is why I do it. Like, I couldn't tell you. Shit, I got spotted. You know? Let my son open his birthday and his Christmas presents tonight. Aww. That's adorable. My son has opened one birthday present, one Christmas present that his Uncle Boff mailed him. So we did get to do that. And that was fun. Almost as good as a Gibble, Fly. I don't know if you heard about the Christmas Eve special that they've got going on right now. But let me tell you about it. It was buy one hand, get the second one free. Okay? Don't remind me about my Gibble. My birthday is actually on Christmas? That's crazy. You know, my day is, I try to be out of bed. Wait, it's funny you say that because I feel like my time management needs so much work. My day is, I try to be out of bed by like 6:30. I try to be out of the bed. My alarm will go off sometime before 6. I do not yet have the gumption to when my alarm goes off, like throw my feet out of the bed, get ready for the day. Like I need to like, okay, let's, you know, get the sand out of my eyes, doom scroll a little bit to start the morning. You know, try to be up early, try to get some walking in, you know, get some steps in on the walking pad. I need to use some of that time now on shorts because I'm amassing raw short form footage that I need to do that I just have not had the opportunity to do. But I'll come in here. There's stuff I got to do as far as like prepping for a draft league game, you know, making some of the assets for the then we fights. You know, pretty much anything behind the scenes, I'll do that. I work from like 8 to 4, 8 to 5, 9 to 5, whenever. Usually like 4:30 to 7, give or take, is family time. That is, you know, go upstairs, I make dinner for the family, get to hang out with my son, get to wind down a little bit, 7 to 8, I come down here and kind of, you know, if there's anything I got to do, putz around for a little bit. Maybe I'll play some Showdown. Maybe I'll play Rivals now that I'm getting back into it. 8 o'clock, I go live. Depending on vibes. Usually stream till about 9:30, 10, 10:30, 11, you know. Y'all know me. Sometimes it's a short night. Sometimes it's a long night. Go upstairs. I do a pre-bedtime meditation just to kind of shut down the old brain because I've had a light shining on me for 2+ hours and I've been active and mentally stimulated for the most part for like 2+ hours. So I'll do that, brush my teeth, wash my face, read a little bit, go to bed, and then we do it all over again. So I have some routines. I could tighten the bolts a little bit, but I do have some routines at the end of the day. Want to start a Let's Play channel? Do I have any advice for like equipment or just any advice? Thank you in advance. Of course. For a Let's Play channel, I think as far as so I guess let me sprinkle my grain of salt on here really quickly because I am hashtag sponsored. For a Let's Play channel, I think game audio is always I think your audio and than your game or subject audio is always going to be more important than your camera, right? The webcams are becoming increasingly better than they were back in my day. So I would say that if there's $200 for equipment, assuming there's already a computer, assuming you already have a computer, like if you're like, all right, I need streaming peripherals, right? I need YouTube peripherals, whatever it is. I would say, if you have a $200 budget, over half of that should go into a microphone or a sound system of some sort. Genuinely, because people can put on YouTube videos in the background, they'll listen to it, they'll have a tab open while your stream's up, playing your video, whatever, doing whatever, right? It doesn't matter how crisp your video looks.
If your audio sounds like this.
That's going to be my first thing. And that I genuinely think that's the best. I don't have much advice as far as the would I do an episodic Let's Play or a hypercut Let's Play these days? Because I don't know what YouTube pushes anymore. I haven't done Let's Plays in ages. Me personally, I think I like watching hypercuts better. Or if I do watch episodic videos, they are hour and a half long as opposed to 25, 30 minutes. Yeah, don't use the Xbox Connect, Mike Burnt Peanut, which, by the way, he is slowly becoming one of my favorite streamers, and I've never watched a live stream of his. I exclusively watch clips on Twitter. Funniest thing ever. Oh, my God. So as far as the editing style, what would I suggest doing? I have no recommendations on that. But as far as how would I get started, I would legitimately say, look, Wheels literally sells my point right there. I took my eyes off the screen and thought something was wrong with your mic for a second. Literally. If people do not need to watch the content 1,000,000% of the time, but they will be listening, and you want to make sure that your audio is invested into. That would be my first recommendation is do not buy the full beautiful camera and then the soup can microphone. I would say the $50 webcam that you can make better with lighting and filters first, and then going for the rest of the stuff. My boy, on the other hand, wakes up like he took a fresh line. He, a few days ago, runs to my room. First thing I hear is we do the dishes. That's hysterical, Tink. Oh, my God. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. So it's you shouldn't use screens first 4 hours of your day. The first 4 hours of your day. Oh, yeah. I'm sure there's legitimacy to that, but I could not. And that's why I take antidepressants. That's just how it is. Also, fun fact. When I did that audio bit, my concurrent viewership dropped. I don't know if that was just a coincidence or not, but I can infer that when I made my audio sound worse on purpose, somebody went, ugh, and they closed it on their phone, they shut it off the tab on YouTube, whatever happens. So just to add more live feedback to that. What about internet setup? Do you guys need super fast internet? Internet, in my opinion, you only need good internet for streaming. Or like any sort of online interactivity. If you are just doing like YouTube videos, I started my first YouTube videos on a Walmart laptop. It was an old ass Walmart laptop. And I would literally have to leave videos on rendering like either overnight or while I went to work. I would do those either overnight or while I went to work. I would leave videos rendering, and then same thing with an upload. It would take forever to upload because it was Wi-Fi on my family's home internet. That was not business class or anything in between. It was just the standard internet my family of four had in middle class, you know, suburbs of America. And it would take a while to upload it, but that was what, you know, just what happened, right? These days, I prefer to have the stronger internet because I can do more streaming. I can do more streaming. Like, I can reliably stream to 2 platforms at once, while my wife could be upstairs watching stream. My son could be watching Cars on Disney Plus. Like, there's so much for that. But just for the sake of doing, like, YouTube, no. What's my internet speed? Atrocious. I actually think I'm getting throttled a little bit. I should call them, but I won't. But I'll run a speed test for you right now. My ears did in fact get blasted, but I stay for the vibes. Hell yeah. 95% of the time watching streams, not actually looking. I spend 95% of my time watching streams, not actually looking at it. Exactly. You have it open for vibes. You have it open to listen, so you want to make sure, again, that audio is just there, right? Oh, my internet's also going to be throttled right now because I'm live streaming, but even live streaming right now, I still have better download than I ever had, like, at my parents' house. Like, live streaming to 2 platforms right now, I still have 400 down, 700 up. Like, there's still a good chunk of bandwidth left over. And if I wasn't streaming, it should be around, like, 2 gigs. Do I have any recommendations for a good mic? I do. I do. And I'm going to apologize now. For anybody who did not come here for the hashtag ad guide. I am going to... Hello? Oh, do I not have this? Oh, hold on. No, I have to. Hold on one second. What? Hold on. All right, hold on. I got to make this real quick. Let me just do this. Add. Brown. No. Add. Display. This one. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Yeah. I don't have anything inappropriate in my bookmarks, but I don't care for you guys to look at my bookmarks. Oh, really? I already have one on here. I'm upset. Okay, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so, question was, do I have any recommendations for a good mic? So, genuinely, so this mic right here, the Wave Neo, this is a very, and it's 33% off right now. That's $60. That fits into my $200 Duo for half or more into a microphone budget. That goes, you know, I think the Neo line of products, again, hashtag ad, is great entry-level gear. I just want to start. I want to see if I can do a YouTube channel. What should I get? The Neo is good. It's $60. I've done videos on these too on TikTok. If you scroll back far enough when they launched the Neo products, I gave like my overview on them. But the Neo is a very good entry-level microphone. The Keylight Neo is a very good entry-level light. I don't think a Stream Deck is necessary right out the gate if you are like just starting. I think a Stream Deck is always great to have. I have technically 4 of them. I use 3 of them. I have 4. One of them is under my desk. And then the Facecam Neo is also good. It is a dynamic USB-C camera. You just put it on your monitor, you point it at you, and you're good to go. If I were to break down, and these are essentials under 100, so if I go to essentials under 200, the Wave 3 is probably the best USB mic you can get. Before you get into the microphone that I have, which is XLR cable, this is a USB-A microphone, so it's the standard, like, fat USB mic. You get the Wavelink software, which is what I use for my streams and stuff like that. That is probably the best bet for a USB microphone, all around, like all in. Would be that'd be my recommendation. And I would say go with the Wave 3 if you're like, I want to do YouTube, I want to put my best foot forward and like do this for a while. I know no matter the results, I'm going to do it. I would say the Wave 3. If you're like, I kind of want to do it, I don't know if I'm going to stick with it, it might be kind of casual, maybe start with the Wave Neo and see where you go from there. I don't want to tell you to buy a $100 microphone when you're not going to buy if you're not going to do it. If you don't think you're going to invest the time, you just want to kind of dabble, Wave Neo's great. If you think like I'm going to take this seriously and I want to do it, I would recommend the Wave 3. And again, hashtag ad, I am sponsored. But I do believe this. I would not be partnered with Elgato. Elgato has been the longest running partner of my channel. I have been sponsored by Elgato 8 years. 8 years. We just re-upped for 2026 as well, so that'll be year 9. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be almost a decade, almost the entire time I've had my channel. I have been affiliated and or sponsored with Elgato. I wouldn't do that if I did not believe they make, like, their products were awesome. I wouldn't, absolutely. They've got capture cards, again, they've got stream decks, the face cam, again, if your budget's higher and you're looking for that, the Elgato face cam, great. I think it's great. I think the face cam Neo, again, this is a very good, I just want to dabble and try it out. I think you've got a good set here. These ones down here, if you're going to try it no matter what, here's what you got. These ones here, prompter bundles, if you're just starting out, I'm going to be honest, if you're just starting out, I would not recommend a prompter. If you're like, I want to start a YouTube channel this year, I would not have used a prompter very early on. The prompter's good. I'm looking into my prompter right now because I could, if I did have my chat here, I know to look at my camera. I'm old and I've just been trained to do that. But you can put your Twitch chat on your prompter so it looks like I'm talking to you when I'm reading your chat messages to you, right? That's another thing to it. So that's what prompters are good for. Prompters good for ad reads when you guys see the intros to the Then We Fights, any of the ad reads. I've got a script going and you can see me, like I will read that as it's going. So prompters are good there. These are big audio bundles. Again, so this is like the mic that I use. This is a desk stand. They also have boom arms for it as well. They have a stream deck that actually has the XLR interface in the back. Excuse me, that's what I currently use just to save space. Yeah. So those are my key thoughts. I didn't realize that they had the holiday deals going on right now. Well, glad we had this conversation. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on what do I do if I wanted to get started. If I wanted to do any of this, what would I do? I hope that was helpful. I hope that was, I haven't looked at chat in a minute, so I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed that. Need something playing in the background? Yeah, streams, podcasts, you need some sort of like background audio. Absolutely. Absolutely. Having good internet couldn't be me. What's up, David? How you doing, bud? Hey, what's up, Enzy? You know I gotta get on my soapbox, brother. I have to. I gotta educate the youths. Oh, I didn't realize that when I was... Oh, I didn't unpause. I hate the timer. Whatever. We got 3 shinies in this zone. I'm okay with that. We got one of the ones that I wanted, which was a Shalfa Swablu. So I'm good. I feel better about that. I just forget that there's a timer going on, and I'm like, oh, man. Oh, man. But it's fine. It's fine. Suddenly I feel ready to become a YouTuber. When we doing it, then we fight. Listen. You get the weight under your belt, I am always open to a good idea. You pitch a good business idea, let's have a conversation. I got plenty of people that have DM'd, emailed about business stuff. You come to me with a good idea, let's talk about it. If I don't think it's a good idea, I'll tell you, be like, I don't know. I don't know. But if it's a good idea, all right, to hell. Run it. Run my fade. Enjoying the Little Cup Draft League? I'm glad you are. It is so crazy. Bruh. Little Cup has been running my ass. There is a holiday break on the Little Cup draft. There will not be one this Sunday. For anybody who's like jonesing for some draft league content, we are on Christmas break, so week 3 will be after that. And they made me play Pokémon week 4, so I get to play it. Merry Christmas. I get to play Joey. I'm going to die. Wanted to do a Pokemon Let's Play for a channel for a while. Never knew where to start. Oh, yeah, of course, Kayla. You got it. Happy to help. And genuinely, you know, contractually, I cannot promote other companies. But as always, if anybody is telling you to buy one specific thing on the internet, I would encourage anybody to do their due diligence and their research. That being said, I do not partner with companies that I do not fully believe in. If I thought there was a better company, I would look to align myself with that company. Hence why I have been with them for going on. We just re-signed for year 9. Came across you for glad to catch you live. Hey, what's up, Cal, please? Glad you popped in, man. I am chilling. Shiny hunting is going well. We got a few tonight. We got Shiny Swablu, Shiny Starly, and then Shalfa Swablu. So far, so good on the level 1 Shiny Donut here. Week 2, is there a reason for Prankster on Impidimp with bluffing, or was it just default over Frisk and had no disrupting moves? Default over Frisk. You know, Frisk in hindsight, if I felt like bringing in Impidimp more would give me more knowledge. But I think Frisk on Impidimp works better if I'm going to be a little bit of a bulkier set, like to get that much more information. But because it is something that, like, I didn't plan on bringing it in over and over and over again, I didn't think it was necessary, so I'd rather get the +2 off first, at the very least, right? With the nasty plot. But no, good question. Good question. You can be Joey. I've beaten him before. Little Cup's a whole different world, man. I don't think I'd say with them the products weren't good. And they've had a, you know, I mean, they've been a staple in the market for so long. I mean, they've brought up credibility. There certainly are competitors that make similar products. I'm allowed to say that. And there are people who go with them. By all means, again. But, that's just kind of, again, my thoughts on the whole, that's just kind of my thoughts on the whole, like, you know, again, I've been with them for so long. If I didn't like them, I've dropped brands before. I've dropped companies before when I don't think it's a good fit, whether it's not a good brand integration for me, whether I'm not a fan of the product or the company any longer. Like, I do not stick with them. I have dropped DX Racer. I have dropped G Fuel. Those are 2 companies that I did not, you know, I dropped as a result of the company. As a result of the product and lack of integrations, you know, I was previously with 4D Gaming. I was previously with Glitch Energy. You know, the activations didn't seem to be going well. The audience didn't seem to be really into those, so I did drop those. You know, Advanced, people like the shaker. I like the product, so that makes sense on my end. It all works out at the end of the day. Hey, what's up, Apollo? I hope you and Hayden are doing well, bud. As a voice actor, my mic recommendations are so different. Oh, I'm sure. I got a software in the ecosystem just works. They make everything plug and play. That's my favorite part. Is that it truly is like anything that I take out of the box. If I had like a meeting and I didn't have a microphone and I just went to the store and grabbed like the Elgato Neo and plugged it into my laptop just so I could have a microphone to talk, it'd be right there. It'd be right there on the nose. I just plug it in and be ready to go. You know, same thing with the capture card. Plug it in, get the capture software, like it automatically prompted to install. Boom. Like, good to go. 8 Pokeballs. Oh, right, because I was whipping a bunch of them. All right, let's... Boxes. All right, I've got Shiny Starly. Caleb. Caleb, do you want this Starly or not? That's not what I want to do. There we go. go. There we go. Let's go put... Did I not get a notification for that? Are my notifications not working? Am I missing? Hello? Okay, well, hold on. I haven't missed anything on YouTube, have I? Hold on. I'm going to feel like shit. I have not heard any of these alerts go off. Okay, I don't believe I've missed anything on YouTube. Over on Twitch, Shemaine, Drewy, thanks for the follows, guys. Alec Dorson, 86 months, tier 3 MVP. Thank you. Where the hell am I? Do I not have them on? Huh. I'm going to assume that is a faux pas. Huh. That's weird. That's weird. Alec named to 86 months, tier 3. Welcome back. Tremaine, Drewy, thanks for the follows. Excuse me, I have to blow my nose, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, sorry to, like, be rude. I was like, how did this not happen? Okay. Let me go back to... Where's my miscellaneous? There it is. Let's get this one up here. Look at that. Swablu's already level 100. Hanging out with the homies. Let's evolve. All right. What's up, Off Center? How you doing? Looked in the boot dev, had a lot of fun so far. Thank you, Andy. Thank you for checking. I'll always appreciate when somebody tells me they check out the sponsors on the channel. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel like the integrations that I'm doing are like worth it. You know, like it's not just like, here's my bag, you know, enjoy. So I appreciate that. Thank you. What do I need? I'm a special attacker. I am a special attacker. Draco Meteor. There we go. There we go. And then let's go to... So by name... We'll give that to the Altaria. Oh, I guess that also counts towards one of my shiny megas now, too. Let me pull up the tracker. I haven't opened the tracker in ages. Tammy, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. Altaria. Got that. Beautiful. Look at that go. There's no static alpha Altaria, is there? No, there's not. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ape on the team. Yes, sir. Wish some shiny luck for the holidays. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. It's time for the gigantic Omega Alpha Shiny Fluff. Oh, it's so large and in charge. Altaria, where are you? There you are. There we go. Love it. Love it. Is that a good one? Yes. I know there's the automatic feature to do this, but like sometimes it has not worked for me, so I just wanted to upload that. Big fluff. Big fluff. Finally scored shiny Genie. It's an extra small one, like a third of the size. Nice. Glad you got there. What do I think is the best Elgato product that I've used? I think the Stream Deck, like, hands down, has changed the game on content. I think the ease and accessibility of the smart controller and them constantly looking to upgrade it. They're on software 7.0. 7 improvement builds on top of, like, the sub builds that they put up in between that. It just makes sense to me. Like, I think that once people, and I know that sounds hypocritical for me to say, like, when you're starting out, like, you don't need a Stream Deck. I think eventually, like, to start out, yes, you do not need a Stream Deck to start out. I need to go to the ball museum. That is over here. Like right out the gate, like, you do not need a Stream Deck to make your first YouTube video. If you take it seriously and you want something that will help you out in the long run, I think it is a very, 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 very great thing to have. So I'd have to say the Stream Deck, quite honestly. I think the Stream Deck Plus is nice for my needs because I used to have 2 Stream Decks, and next to it was an XLR dock. The XLR dock, once you set it, I did not need to touch it. So it was a piece of hardware that took up space on my desk because all the software, all the fun stuff is on my computer, so I didn't need to touch it. So it just sat there, did nothing. So the Stream Deck Plus that has the XLR dock on the back, and if I had enough cable management stuff, I would pull it out and show you. But now it's a Stream Deck, and it has the XLR dock, so it gives me more accessibility. And it removes the need for an XLR dock because it just plugs into the backup. Let's sell, bulk sell. Well, gee willikers, I'm glad that was fruitful. I'm honestly going to clear all of these candies because I will get more as I grind out the game. And then I don't need Pokeballs. I don't need Great Balls. Premier Balls are free. Sell the Heal Ball. Luxury, Repeat, and Quick are really the only ones that I do. I've got my Acorn Balls. Yeah, okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. All right, perfect. Now we can go to the Ball Museum over here. What's up, Susanna? How you doing? What exactly does a Stream Deck do? So it is a smart controller for your PC. So, all right, hold on. We're going to get a little crazy here. So let me pull up here. Everybody who is like, he just wants to shiny hunt. Come on. It's funny. It's so funny. It's so funny that I'm about to do this because this is going to be my my post, my sponsored #sponsored post for December. So it's a good thing we had to have this conversation because I can now show you guys this and I can get a dry run in. So here's what the Stream Deck software looks like. Each one of these little gadgets right here is a key. Each one of these little things is a key on my Stream Deck. So what you see here is what is on my physical product. Right here is a folder, so it can do pretty much anything you want it to. Like, I have, so just showing you, I can't say what all it can do. I can tell you what I can do with it. So starting at the bottom here, I just turned all those off. These are like switchboards. Like imagine like you're a pilot and you're checking off everything that you've done before you go. These are little things that I keep on there to remember to do before streams. So, did I update my title? Do I have a going live post? Is my music playing? Did I mute my mic? Do I have beverages, plural? Because I will drink one. Do I have two? Once I've checked all of those off and I've hit the switch and I turn them all green, I'm good to go live. This one over here on the right, it's a media key. It pauses and plays. I used to use Spotify. I no longer do. I use Apple Music. So it's a media key that pauses and plays Apple Music. This is a command that when I press this, so I'm going to press the button right now on my Stream Deck. It drops the chat. It drops that chat message in there to drop the command for ads. I use it when people on Twitch are complaining about ads. This button right here is a microphone. It mutes my mic, so when I press it, but when I press it again, then you can hear me. This launches my OBS that I stream from. This launches my OBS that I record from. I have two different instances because of the different setups that I have for both of each. This is a button that will automatically clip the last 90 seconds of my footage. As I'm streaming, it constantly keeps 90 seconds on back roll. And when I press that button, it takes 90 seconds and saves to my hard drive for a short. This is a folder for all of my commands. So I hop in here, I can press any of these buttons and it'll drop a command in both Twitch and on YouTube. So if I press the socials button, it'll put a message in both my chat on YouTube and on Twitch, and then it will prompt the command, and Stream Elements will then spit out the result as both of those. This is a soundboard. I don't use the soundboard as much as I want to, but I do have it on there. I hope you heard that. I do have it on there, soundboard. This is a live count of my YouTube subscribers, currently 42,800 subscribers. Woohoo. This is just a random tools folder I have. This has, this pastes my socials into a document. This pastes the word Pokemon with the hyphen over the E. This does the full game Pokemon Legends EA. This changes profiles on my bottom Stream Deck. So yeah, so I've got a few different things that I do on those. There's limitless possibilities to what you could do. You're good, Kayla. You're good. I'd rather you ask questions and, like, get something out of it. I will have people that come in and ask a question and be like, hey, what's going on, man? And then 20 minutes later, they're like, yo, I asked a question and then I walked away and then I got hit with an ad. What's going on, man? So, I'd so much rather you be here to ask the question and hear the answer, of course. Caleb, I don't use Spotify. Not at all. Because they're starting to use generative AI as well as have ICE ads on their platform. So fuck Spotify. I'm not using them. Apple's not much better, mind you, but the audio quality is better, and it exists in my ecosystem of products that I already use, such as the Apple Watch and the iPhone. So I converted to Apple Music. They do. Yes, they do. They do. CBAD living in the year 3025. So that's a quick, like I said, my plan I will do a much more in-depth video. Maybe I'll post it on YouTube as well for like a short on like what I use my Stream Decks for. But I have, so let me, I'll pull this up one more time. I'm sorry. The people who are here for the shiny hunting were like, hooray, he's done. And then I just went back into it. This is just one of my Stream Decks. This is my bottom Stream Deck. Same thing. These are all different. So when I press the starting soon button, it takes me to my starting soon screen. The police force, Llama, the police force. The just chatting button, well, you can't see it anymore, but there's a just chatting button. If I go back to my Switch 2, it takes me to Switch 2, etc. Again, microphone button. When I press it, I'm done. I'm back and talking. I've also got that clip button on there. Just have them both, so no matter where I'm at, I can always hit those because it's important to either kill my audio or grab an important clip. I have a Stream Deck pedal. I do not use it often. I do have it. I use one for a hotkey for my pause button, a chapter marker on Twitch, and then a toggle mute on Discord. I use it very sparely, but I do have one. It is a foot pedal Stream Deck that you can use. Would recommend if you're doing a lot of competitive games. And then I have my Stream Deck Plus. I have up here, Mission Control is a multi-action. This will open my sound profile, Apple Music, and Discord and put them to the different monitors that I have when I start up my PC in the morning. This is for streamer.bot. It is what lets you guys see the multi-chat over here. It is also supposed to be what my alerts are running through, so I'm curious why they're not running right here. This is a folder. It has all my lights. I have lights for when I have my content on. I'll hit content off. All of my lights are now off. I also have all on. That is going to be different lighting levels. See, I'm not as bright anymore. It's a little bit more neutral throughout my room. This is just what I normally work in. I can turn all those off. And then if I put my content on back on, then it's my bright. You see the bright on me. You see the dimness in the background. Again, I have another multimedia key. The reset play timer actually resets the starting down, the starting soon timer that you see on screen. So watch, if I go to my starting soon screen, you see it says going live at 00. If I press that reset play timer, it is going to reset the play timer and then start it again. So I just click that every time I go live. It's good to go. I have a brightness key right here. I don't use that because I changed my lighting options here. I don't use another page on here, so I can actually delete both of these, quite honestly. These are different knobs. This Stream Deck has knobs. The Stream Deck Plus has dial knobs. So this controls my audio here. I can talk right now. If I click in that button, this is a dial stack, so it does a few different things. This third one over here is my prompter. So when I'm doing ads and I need to scroll back and forth on my prompter, I can do that. And then I don't use this dial much anymore because I have another thing, so it's a little outdated from there. But that is anything and everything my Stream Decks do. Just to give you an idea on what those entail. What was I doing? I was going to reset for zones now because I have a level 1 electric donut that I would like to use. So let's reset. Don't get ads for YouTube videos. I pay for Spotify Premium. I don't get anything. You get ads on Spotify Premium in your country? That's crazy. So on the Spotify Premium that I was paying for, it was ad-free. But on the normal ad Spotify, ad, that is where they play them. And I was like, I'm good. I'm good. Again, not every company is as holy and wonderful as I'd like them to be. But Spotify lost mine. That's mega something or other. Do I have any new side mission mega stones? Any electric zones? Would love that for my level 1 sandwich. No. All right, let's run it back. Yeah, sandwiches, donuts. I'm chilling. Did I see Shiny Mega Raptor? No, because I didn't get the Shalfa Starly. I did not. I want to see it as the Shalfa personally. Caleb, do you want this Starly or not, by the way? I have a shiny Starly that can have your name on it. Okay, so those don't change. Okay, so no electric. No electric. No electric. There's a fire over here. I should probably do other donuts. If I can't find an electric one, I'll go try to make some more donuts. See what we can get into. Maybe I'll just go use Annihilate to go beat up that Rogue Mega and call it a day. Wait, do these change? Oh, wait a minute. I didn't realize that they like change at night too. Oh, I thought I had to do a full day cycle. I'm dumb. I'm dumb, chat. Why didn't anybody tell me I'm dumb? Oh, there's a dragon one down there, and I would love to go try to get the Alpha Gibble reclaim. But man, oh man. Gibble take 2? Maybe, if I can't get an electric one soon enough. Maybe. Sorry, I just need to send something to Wife on Discord. Honey, if you're listening to me, those Discord messages are not important. Like, do not drop everything to look at them. Oh... What else was I? There's a battle zone for electric. Battle zone for electric. Man. Gosh darn it. Okay, let's go back to the hotel and try to make some better donuts. So chat, so is the whole like donut thing is like doing the backup save really the strat to get what you want? Change my screen on OBS. God bless. Thank you. Hello? Oh, I'm on the right screen. I just need to turn off my display capture. Thank you. All right. All right. No, not the Delta recipe. The strat is to do it. View it as load from the manual save versus the auto save. So how do you load? So it's saving right here. And then you want to gas the sweet flavor, right? Do I even have enough for like a good one? Fast travel for the backups. Okay, so I fast traveled to here, so that should be fine. All right, so let's try it. Now, hold on, chat. I got overhand on the sweet. And I didn't get a sparkling power. Am I just bad? If I were a purple Raycon headphone case, where would I be? Ooh, in your couch cushions. All right, so how do I do? How do I do it? How do I do it? How do I... Is it up? It's up something, right? How do I do the backup save? Okay. See, it's interesting because I fast traveled here. Hello? Oh. All right, whatever. At least I'm right here now. All right, 420 on the sweet. Any higher is wasting the berries. Okay. So like that, literally 420, like even if it's just 5 berries, I shouldn't use any more than that? Or should I try to go one more to get the flavor score up to a 5-star? Because I'm only at 3 stars right now. This is perfect right here. Even though it is not a 5-star donut. Let's find out. Holy shit. All right, well, that worked. That's Steel Power 3 and Alpha 1. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to bankroll that one. All right, 420 in sweet. Oh, backup save again. Shit. I'm going to re-roll it. I'm going to re-roll it. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I thought talking to Ansha dropped the backup save. All right, whatever. See, hold on, though. Hold on, because I talked to the... Oh, I didn't talk. I just flew. Got it. Okay. Okay, hold on. All right. All right. All right, I'm with it. All right. I understand. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Making lower calorie donuts. Yep, you're not wrong. No, the donut thing is silly, and I think at the end of the day, you know, it is just another layer to the game, right? All right. I mean, just using the Akkas then, right? And then, like, toss some, like, a Greppa in there or something for some calories. Yeah, get up to 4 stars. Alpha Power 3, Sai. Okay. Mostly with the time limit. Yeah, as seen by the Shalfa Gibble. That is unfortunate. Time limits are rough. See, so why did it? Okay, so because I didn't do my backup save. Cause I'm dumb. Cause I'm an idiot. Donuts are a part of the lore with the wifey and myself. Oh no, that's fair. All right, there we go. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We got it. Some say the Shalfa Gibble's still there to this day. Stop. Yeah, so just... I mean, I've got... Sparkling Power all types level 1. Ah. No. Yes. No, I can get a better one. I can get a better one. This is about this game. I didn't do the backup save. All right. I'm used to soft resetting. Set recipes? Yes. I too would prefer set recipes. I think that would be good. I'll always want to save it for later. Yeah, like when do you actually use that donut? All right. Use it on the rift with all fossils. Yo, actually, not a bad idea. All right, let's see what we get. Humongo. No. All right, let's try to roll one more. We're at about time where I wanted to stop stream, so if I can get like a good donut, I want to use that real quick. But if not, then I will wrap up stream here shortly. So let's see what we can get. Is the RNG with me? Yeah, rock or all types with all the fossils would be pretty dope. Yeah, no idea. No idea. I am learning this as quickly as you are right now, it sounds like. %, chance at Halucha. There you go. Sparkly Tanga, Sparkly Electric 2, and Alpha 2. Let's do it. 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 If you want to get better donuts for getting lots of berries later, you want a lot of the yellow. Oh, for like item powers? Do the item powers affect the donut drops? That would make sense. That would check out. And give a plus berry. Oh, there's an item power berries. Yo, huge. Okay. All right, so I have the electric one now. Any wild zones that have electric? No, they're all battle zones. So let's wait until nightfall and see. No, that's good to know. I was not aware of that. Item power plus huge haul. I believe it. More oh, Dynamo? I actually low-key don't want any of those shinies. I'm going to be honest. That's probably the only time I'm going to get shiny Dynamo, though. Oh my god. Do I go for it? This is like the only way to get shiny Dynamo. I feel like that's not mind-numbing, just resetting the other zones. Morpeko's not bad. I don't have Emolga yet. Oh. I want it to be good. Like, I want it to be fun. I don't want to be productive right now. I want the feel good shiny chemicals, you know. I don't want the check off my list chemicals. Is there a particular electric Pokemon that I want? Not any of those. None that I can think of immediately, but none of those. I do need Shelf Electros. I do. And if, like, it rolls around again, so be it. Like, I'll take it. But off the rip, none of those. I do not want any of those. There's a electric battle zone. Electric battle zone. Electric battle zone. Ground. No, okay. We don't want another Klefki instead. Yeah, no, I do not want to go for the Beldum and I get 3 Klefki. That'd be awful. I'm okay. But again, if like the next electric one that I roll is again Morpeko, Dynamo, and Molga, so be it. So be it, right? I don't think much can be in there. Toxel and Pichu. I do want... Okay, I'll do this one. I'll do that one. I'll do this one. I love Toxel. I do need Pichu and Pikachu. And this will be potentially electric. $30 minutes on the donut. Perfect. We'll extend stream by about half an hour. Once this donut is over, we'll go for it there. Catch alpha Pokemon. Nothing in here. All right, Alpha Pichu. I'm gonna need you to calm down, bud. All right, come on. Get out of here. Alpha Extra Gel carried the run? Oh, I'm sure. None of those. Did the Pichu despawn? Oh, they did because they're timid. Damn it. Oh my god. I'm gonna need these guys. How do I juke these guys out? Is this the Toxel room? I think I have to fly reset for any of these. Yeah, I think that's going to have to be the play is I got to wait for those Pichu to respawn as well. That's going to be tough. Yeah. Run, 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 run. Yeah, it's going to have to be flies, which is fine. That's what we were doing for the birds anyways. Is that a shiny one over there in the back left? Oh my god, I think it is. It is! Yes! Yes! That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Mission success. Call it a day. Lock it in, chat. We're good. We're good. Woo! The medium city zones? Oh, for sure. Yeah, the teleporter pads just to get back and forth are always so great. All right, none of them. Was that? No. No, that one's purple as well. Okay. All right. Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, Toxel's one of my favorite Pokemon. Probably my favorite quote-unquote baby Pokemon. All right, and I can cut these corners around here without actually setting them off. Okay, so this will be a decent one. Decent with an asterisk. I do want to get that. I do want to get that Pokeball though. Automatically went to those videos. Thought you ended the stream. Nope, I'm here. I'm still here. Still alive, but I'm barely breathing. All right, as long as I, like, fast travel right as soon as I pull up, I'm good. Praying to a God that I don't believe in. She's got time, well, I got time, well, she's got freedom. When a heart breaks, no, it don't break even. Banger song, by the way. All right. Hopefully I scared none of the Pichu away because I had to cut that corner a little close. This Tynamo seems to still be... Thank you. For the DLC, just for the pads to give me fun. Oh, my God. Hey, Merry Christmas to you and your family, Bats. Thank you for popping in, buddy. I appreciate it. Who'd have thought? First Christmas as a family of 3? Love to see it. All right. Oh, Pikachu can spawn over there with the Pichus. Okay, good to know. These do not reroll. Yeah, I do not get farther away from these by any means. So is there a better way that I can check out? Like if I go this way and then I go to the Pichus first, is that more optimal? Wait. No. That back tail gets me. Yeah, like if I just corner check that. Okay. Because then I at least don't risk the shiny running, right? And I'd have to be pretty... I have to imagine that they would sparkle if I got that up close right there. Nothing there. Alpha Pikachu. See shorts from 2 years ago? Oh, I know. Alright. I don't believe any of those to have been shiny. Listen, I got shiny Toxel. Really all I wanted out of this batch here. Now, if I get Shalfa Toxel, golden. That's my big baby. That's all I want. Go to the Rust Syndicate. I fly to Zone 5. Second Shalfa Ampharos is crazy, Jacob. That's crazy. Good stuff. Jacoby, excuse me. Nope. Yeah, just keep those big old question marks above your head. You're fine. You're fine. All right. We're good. We're good. What's up, H-Meister? Chilling, man. A little tired, but chilling. Maybe I do that instead. Maybe I do that. A corner check up here. Grab a quick corner check up there. And then I finish it off at the top. So I think that's the efficient, timely way of going about it. How's your evening going, bud? Yeah, I think that's the most efficient, timely way of going about it. 2 more shiny megas I need to check off the list. Yes, sir. There we go. All right, I don't hear them. All right, those are good. Let's run away from the Pichu, please. Aw. No pink babies in here. I'm doing this backwards because I'm dumb. Aha! Pikachu. Oh, I must have scared a Pichu away at one point. There's only 3. Alpha Shiny Hisuian Avalugg, Fragerbax, and Baxcalibur. That's crazy. Good stuff. Oh, no. Oh, some huge finds. I'm glad they put some of the Hisuian forms in the portals. Because I was looking at, I updated my, my boxes with all the, like, the living decks and stuff. And I was noticing, like, I could see Hisuian Goodra in there. And I'm like, oh, is that by, like, transfer? And that's when I found out, no, it's by, like, if you just do that. Yeah, I had to have scared a Pichu away. Damn it. I gotta be more careful about that. That's when I found out you could get those in the level 5s. Hey, what's up, Matt? Every legendary. I said I would get every legendary in a luxury ball. I did not, but it's okay. It is okay, man. As long as you got the collection complete, it is okay. All right, nothing there. Let's tap the Pichus real quick. No shiny noise there. Yeah, okay. This is still the safest way to do it because I'm not trying to, like... Shit, the alpha caught me. Okay. 4 different alpha musics play all at the same time. Let's be real right now. It's just a Dynamo. It'll be okay. No, nothing in there. Tap the Pichu. Yeah, I'm scaring them away, man. They don't get scared away if the question marks come out, right? Yeah, no, it's if they actually see you. Do I watch any wrestling? No. Not my vibe. I know. The most I know about wrestling is that John Cena had retired, and he lost his last match before he retired, which is unfortunate. That the story writers wrote it that way. But other than that, no. I do not. Champions coming out. I will need to seek out a coach. There are so many competitive YouTubers that are eager to put out content when Champions comes out. You will be in no short supply. I am one of them. I am very excited for Champions to come out. I feel bad that my VGC channel is just Draft League right now because I wanted it to be like a competitive hub. But quite honestly, I am so tired of Scarlet and Violet singles. I do not care. I do not care. When Champions drops, game changer. Different story. And I know that's wrong. I know, like, the smarter me... Shit. The smarter me should keep up content right now so that way when Champions drops, like, people already know what to expect. Like, there's a business way to go about it. I'm not going to. That is not me. Let's flash back to what we were talking about during stream earlier. When we had that conversation earlier about what I do with my free time. I would say, genuinely, if I had more free time right now, it would not be with, like, variety content. It would be with getting more competitive content over there on the VGC channel. When do I think Champions will drop? God, I hope March. Because right now, the... Alright, that alpha was eyeing me down. I didn't want to have to play around that one. I believe the current rule set for the competitive ladder is through March. So I'm hoping that's because it drops in March. As I was telling my barber earlier today, I genuinely don't know because they have kind of fiddled with a date without giving us a date for so long that I don't know when it would actually show up. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Watching the last one before the Little Cup. Oh, the PPL. That was a good one. That was a good run. That was 6-2 regular season. Might have been my best run to date in any draft league, quite honestly. That was a banger team, though, too. All right, no sparklies. Nothing there. No, none of there. PPL, I'm on the second to last video. There you go. Yeah, no, that season was great. I had a great team. I think I prepped well. I had some luck. You know, I definitely had some luck going into that season. There were some games that I don't think I deserved to win, but the RNG was in my favor, and I let it ride. But all in, great season. The 2 losses that I had were against really, not to say any of the coaches I didn't play were really, really great, but of the 2 losses I had, they were against some very, very great coaches. So I'll take it. I will take it. You know? The final video of the PPL season, the one that I played against Iron Boffin, though, was great. It's always fun when your tech works out, and my Solar Beam Raging Bolt worked out great, and I loved it. I'm sure you'll be able to edit the Mons a bit in Champions. I'd be shocked to find they didn't have that. Hey, what's up, Mrs. Lamb Lambs? How you doing? Welcome on in. Didn't see his match, but I saw the video of him tapping out. I don't, you know, all four people, you know, that are into wrestling and stuff like that. It's just like, it's never grabbed me like that with like storylines and like all that. Like, I get it. I understand it. It's just not my vibe. I feel like something like that, I'd have to start from like the beginning, and like, it feels like a TV show I'd have to catch up on, that I'm just like, I got so much that I'm trying to do that I don't think I could actively get into it. So, but like, I know a lot of Pokemon people are into wrestling. I don't know the correlation behind that. I genuinely don't. There's a lot, and maybe it's just that popular that it has bled over and there's just a high coincidence, but there's a lot of people in the Pokemon community that are like very like live tweeting all the wrestling stuff. Bruh, like it's crazy. It is crazy. Made a comment that I got deja vu where you fought a similar team in another league. I mean, yeah, there's different cores and stuff that go together very well in draft league, so it's likely that I could have. You know, it's not improbable. Especially if you've been binge watching the draft leagues, it can feel kind of blended together. Nothing over there. First stream years of caught, recent subscriber for seeing you. Oh, thank you for popping on in tonight. I appreciate you checking out the live streams. And I'm glad that you enjoyed the demo fights. Hate that it's so difficult to get Excalibur. I mean, it's a pseudo-legendary. It should be difficult, in my opinion. A classic collection for Pokemon would be great. I've seen people say, you know, we should be, like, Pokemon, the Pokemon Company would print money if they ported, like, DS games and stuff over. Man. Man, oh man. That would be great. That would be great. But it is what it is, you know? Nothing up there. Nintendo hates money. This is facts. These are facts. It's true. And I don't know if it was by correlation that Vinny got into it because of Logan. I know he's friends with Logan outside of, like, the wrestling space. They were friends when he was not a wrestler. So maybe he got into it as a result of that. Not sure. You know, that, again, I'm just kind of grabbing at it. Same thing with Rich. I mean, you know, could have very well obviously liked it beforehand. He didn't just, you know, get into it. But maybe some people could have just thought, you know, it's one of those things, maybe I'll get into it. And then they like it. It's another time thing for me where, like, I already don't have enough time for my interests, let alone picking up on more interests, that I would want to, you know, do that. I'm just now, like, how long has the live-action One Piece been out? I am just now getting around to watching that. Fire, by the way. Fire. Banger. Love it. Oh, I wanted to check, actually. Oh. All right. It's bold. I would have preferred a different nature. You know of any new... Oh, yeah. No, man, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know if it's on his YouTube channel. So, like, back... This is probably years ago now. So, Logan did a base set booster box break. And, like, his friend... I don't remember the exact, like, stipulation for it. But essentially, like, people, like, his friends would go up on stream and, like, open the packs for him. And Vinny was actually at the break. And at the break, Vinny pulled the first edition holographic Blastoise out of that box. So it was really cool to see, you know, original 151 pull, you know, one of the premier cards from that box, right? But it's been a few years now. And I don't know, I've talked to them on and off about it. Like, we've had, you know, some conversations here and there about their relationship, you know, how people view their relationship and stuff like that. And I'm not here to have that conversation, frankly, or police it with any of you, but I know that you know, it was not just a one-time affair. You know, they talked. They, you know, they're both busy guys. Hey, you got 20 minutes? Do a few shorts with me. You know, it's always funny to see who knows who in the space, right? That Pichu is very close. I don't want to scare it away and lose the spawn. I feel like I would have heard the shiny noise. Yeah, I don't see any over there. Like my editor Caleb, he messaged me and he's like, "Yo, how is this guy like mutuals with you? Like, how do you guys know each other?" And I'm like, "Oh, like we're homies." Like, what do you mean? And he's like, "Wait, how?" I'm like, "We played Fortnite through like a friend one day, and like we're friends now. Like, we just met and became acquaintances, and we're, you know, polite. Like, he's not coming to my son's birthday party, but like, you know, I'm cordial enough with him to say hey, and he'll say hey back, right? Like, it's always funny to see who knows who and why, right? And I think Pokemon's an interesting space to see that, because so many people grew up on Pokemon or enjoy Pokemon that, like, for example, I know nothing about tennis. Dog about tennis. But there's that, like, one, I assume, famous tennis player that, like, watches Vinny and Sauce. Like, there was, I don't know if it still happens. I remember once upon a time, there was one of the kids from Stranger Things used to watch A-Drive. J.K. Rowling's son used to watch Vinny Like, it's crazy just to see, like, what, like, you know, like, specifically in the Pokemon space, like, who has what, you know, who watches that, because so many people grew up on it, like it to some fashion, that when they get back into it, they consume the content, they want to see what's going on, so they find YouTubers. You know, that's the way to consume Pokemon content. So it's always funny to see that. I've been fortunate enough to become friends and acquaintances with some people that in the music industry that I used to listen to growing up in my early teenage years, even today as an adult, because my music tastes don't change. That watch my content, and then that's really cool to me. You know, introducing some kids to the Then We Fight channels. There you go. I will never. That's not. No. No, that's purple. That's purple. That's Barney purple. Okay. But yeah. I really would like a shiny electric. I'm gonna be honest. On a level 2 shiny sandwich, I got 3 on a level 1. I really would like that. I would really like to get one more, you know? Surreal to have someone you consider a celebrity to watch your content. And that's sort of, I don't want to say like their credibility or anything, you know, declines by any means, but the surrealness, you know, the surrealness can fade once you've like grown accustomed to it, essentially, is I guess what I'll say. You know, and I still have fangirl moments. There's a guy who was in my I got my Spotify Wrapped this year, right? There was an independent artist. He makes rap music. And I you know, a smaller creator in comparison to the other folks that were on my top list. But I had just tweeted out, you know, hey, like, thanks to these guys for being my top you know, listeners. And he followed me back, and I was geeked about that. I was like, that's really sick. You know, that felt really cool. So it's still there. You know, I think no matter what happens, you know, I'll never forget, years ago now at this point, but Jonathan Young's a very, very famous musician online. I thought one of those was shiny, so I wanted to risk it, but I shouldn't have. And somebody asked me, they're like, what music were you playing last night on stream? And I said, oh, it was this album by, and I tagged him in it on Twitter, and he followed me back because I was promoting his music on stream. And that was really cool. That's still surreal to me, you know, all these years later. That one, I'm a huge Jonathan Young fan, so that one always sits with me as like a crown jewel on the Infinity Gauntlet, if you will. 25 months. So if you look up, Caleb, there is unless your girlfriend's gonna help you, there is a link code. Like if you look up online, like Legend ZA trade codes, there are like set codes the community has decided to use to trade those Pokemon for the decks. Don't trade anything that you want back because it's just for dex completion. You know, some people may want to trade back, but I wouldn't, you know, trade your shiny just in case. But you can do that to it. Yeah, that's all I got. I think most of mine. I think Liz helped me with a handful of them, but I was able to get a good chunk of mine taken care of. Gave away some shinies in those trades just for laughs. I'm sure they appreciated it. Well, I guess let me correct myself. I would hope they appreciated it. Worried about getting fake mons when I use publicly available codes like that. I think my hesitancy on that, and I get that. You obviously don't want, you know, artificial Pokemon if that's not how you want to go about your business. But I don't believe that there are like too many ways. I don't think there's too many ways to get those mons in Legends ZA yet. I could be wrong. I haven't looked into it. I obviously know there's ways to do it in like Scarlet Violet for sure, but no, I totally respect that. I think if people are going out of the way to trade those mons specifically for another mon in return for the decks, that I'd be hard pressed to find like they wouldn't just do the scissor, right? So like, so Mrs. Lamb, say you and I both needed scissor for the decks, right? Why would I, and just thinking out loud, why would I artificially generate a Scyther with a metal coat to trade you for a scissor when I can just artificially create the scissor, you know? That's how I think about that. And I think, like, just me, again, you know, you obviously want to make sure your stuff is taken care of, but that to me, like, leaves room for, you know, I guess that's, you know, that's where I would find kind of the satisfaction in that. Had a friend help me on Scarby because of that. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, and please go through the safeguards that you want to make sure that the you know, the stuff is taken care of, by all means. I just think, like, when I did it, I didn't even think about that, so I just had to kind of knee-jerk react and, oh well, I guess, but no, I respect it. And other people too also want, like, if you're doing a living deck, you also want your own OT in the game too, right? Like, if you want all of your Pokemon to have your OT, like, you caught all these Pokemon, then yeah, you don't want to just give it away to some stranger. I get that too. For just the standard living decks, I didn't necessarily care. I have, you know, some trade evolutions. I mean, my Heracross that I have in the living decks right now is boys from the side mission. I didn't mind, but the shiny living decks, like, even I've had viewers trade me shinies in return. Like, if I get an extra shiny and just say, hey, would anybody like this? Otherwise, it's just going to sit in my box. They've traded me a shiny in return, and I hold on to it, but it does not count towards my own, like, personal progression. Shiny hunts and Cobalion, wait. Yeah, I don't necessarily understand shiny locks other than, like, frankly, a paywall at some point. You know, if there is another DLC that, like, removes the shiny locks, let's say, or, there's a, you know, I also just want to say we're 300 calories left on this donut. I'm a little miffed that I only got the shiny Toxel. I'm happy. I'm happy that I have shiny Toxel of any of the shinies that I would have gotten. But I'm a little miffed that on a level 2 donut, I only got one shiny. I will say that again. Oh, that's awesome, Off Center. I can't say I've had that. You know, I have not had like a Pokemon with me through the generations. I've always started a new game with like a new Mon. But some people prefer to do that. And by all means, I think that's super dope. That's just never been like my thing. It's cool to go back and home every now and then and see some of those Mons, right? Some of the shinies that I have from like Sun and Moon. I played Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu for like 3 hours. I have a total of like 3 shinies from that game. I remember all of them distinctly because I played the game so little that I was just like, huh, look at that. Can trade my own Staraptor in a home and then into ZA. Yeah, but you can't. Yeah. You can transfer it, but it doesn't come back out of ZA. They've got a lock on ZA right now. I don't know if that'll ever come undone. I wouldn't recommend putting anything incredibly important into the game. Like if it's your Staraptor from your first Diamond game, I wouldn't do that. The only mon I've ever shiny hunt. Oh, Bulbasaur and Let's Go Eevee. In that first round, that was a cool one to go for. I think I wanted to go for that, but I ended up getting a Caterpie. No, was it Bellsprout? What did I get? I think it was the Caterpie because I got the Butterfree. I got a Bellsprout another time. But I got a Bellsprout, I got a Vulpix, and I got a Rattata. Raticate. Those are my 3 in there. Hey, let's go, Matt. Scizor carried in the early seasons of Violet. Oh, I'm sure. One of these days, I might try to play through Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. There are a few games that I have not played through in the Pokemon franchise. The Let's Go games were one of them. I did not play through those. All right. I'm just going to check the Toxels from now on while I have a limited window. Because if I can get anything out of here, now I want to shelf a Toxel. If I can pull that off, I will consider it a success. More of a success than it already is. What we got, what we got, what we got. Nothing. Ah. Damn. All right. Well, you know, at least I hate to say like at least I got one, but at least I got one shiny out of the donut. Little unfortunate that I only got the one, but it is what it is. She's nice to have the background while I grind. Oh, let's go RuneScape. Hey, no problem. Yeah, I am live typically Monday through Friday starting at 8 p.m. So feel free to hop on in whenever you've got some old school RuneScape to grind on out. That was a game I never got into. I feel like those games, if I got into them, I would sink my soul into them. RuneScape, World of Warcraft, all those like big, heavy, like online games, I would sell my soul into. And I could not. Okay. Okay. All right. I was hoping that I didn't show up on the last bit and all of a sudden it was just immediately just... That would have been rough. That would have been rough. All right. Boxes. All right. I'm happy I got it. I'm happy I got it. 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. 96, 102. Something like that. I've got some forms in here and some regional variants in the living decks. So we'll have to see, but it's getting fleshed out slowly but surely for the hyperspace shiny living decks. I also have the hyperspace living decks all mapped out. I've got to get a few in here. I've got Annihilate, the Meowths, all that good stuff. I've got the regional variants included and built in all these. So at some point, this will be complete. But until then, it shan't. And then the actual living decks, I do want to flesh this out. I want to get the other Flabébés. I want to get the other Florges. I do want to get the living... I do want to get the different Meowstic and the Pyroars. I've got everything through here. Alolan Raichu. Aegis/Shield. Aegis/... Oh, damn it. It changed back to Blade. All right. Well, one of these was Blade at the time. That's unfortunate. I thought it would stay Blade in the box. That'd be sick. I want to get another Hippowdon right here. The male Hippowdon right here. I need to find somebody who will trade 2 people to trade me a Galarian Slowpoke so I can have Slowbro and Slowking there. These are Furfrou forms that I want to get all through here. This is for Hisuian Sliggoo, Hisuian Gudra, Hisuian Avalugg. Boxes, 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 boxes then from there. So, yeah, I want to do like a full... Originally, I put this in as Blade form. I'm upset that it wasn't. You should be able to get... Wait, you can get Galarian Slowpoke in the hyperspace? Oh, shit, yes. Awesome. That's the best news I've had all day. That is some of the best news I've had all day. And then I've got the shiny living decks here for the regular Pokedex. As you can see, some stuff here. Let me actually put this... Let me get this other Swablu up to... the appropriate level. We'll evolve that, put that back in the box. No, that's sick. I had no idea. I just keep catching stuff and not deleting. Oh, yeah, no, you gotta... It took me a minute to get up to this level of organization, but I'm happy I got there. No, I'm happy to hear that they're available. I was really, like, upset to find that there was only one available through one side quest. That was tough for me. Like, I was like, oh, well, okay, I guess that's a choice. Well, good to know. Good to know. Organizing as hell. Yeah, no, it took me some time to get there before I actually sat down and get that done. So, all right, let's. How much? What's my playtime at? 163. Okay, I was right. I told my barber, I was like, I've got over 160 hours into it. So, all right, kids, we're gonna wrap it up here for the night. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. It's always a vibe. It's always a vibe hanging out. We got, between both platforms, we got like 70 plus people hanging out. I appreciate your time. Thank you for spending your evening with me. I will be live again tomorrow night around 8 p.m. or so. We're probably going to keep on keeping on with this. Christmas Day, same song and dance, probably around 8 p.m. or so. I don't know what vibes are going to be yet for that. Friday, be live again as well, and then into the weekend. So be it. Next Wednesday, if you don't have New Year's plans, I will be live for my annual New Year's stream. It's always fun. We do some marbles on stream. I don't know if there's a YouTube live stream integration yet with it. I know there is on Twitch. I'll hopefully try to figure out a YouTube integration if there is one, so we can get everybody in on it. But it's always fun. We play marbles. We do some New Year's talking and all that good stuff. If I'm up late enough, we watch the ball drop. If I'm old and I don't watch the ball drop, then we end the stream before the ball drops. But either way, I do go live and recap the year and look about it. So either way, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow or later this week. If not, sometime next week or in the future. As a reminder, no Draft League game this Sunday. We are on break for Christmas, so that will go up on January 4th. The Little Cup Draft League will resume from there. Be great, do great, kiss your loved ones, eat your vegetables, eat your loved ones, kiss your vegetables. I will talk to you guys all tomorrow night. Have a good night, everybody.